Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where history's mysteries and today's puzzles meet. If you're fascinated by stories that seem like they're straight out of a movie, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the shadows to uncover the tales of the most audacious and mind-boggling heists in history. From the quiet English countryside to the bustling streets of Brazil, we'll explore how these cunning thieves pulled off their crimes and left the world wondering, how did they do it? So, before we jump into these incredible stories, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's get started. Number 1. The Great Train Robbery expanded with even more details. Imagine the quiet English countryside under a starlit sky on August 8, 1963. This serene picture was the backdrop for one of the most audacious heists in history. A group of 15 robbers, led by a man known as the Mastermind, meticulously planned to intercept the Royal Mail train travelling from Glasgow to London. This train wasn't ordinary, it was carrying millions of pounds in cash, intended for banks and used as small change for everyday transactions. The robbers used a simple but effective trick to stop the train. They changed the signal lights from green to red using batteries, forcing the train to halt. Wearing masks and gloves, they overpowered the train crew and accessed the high-value carriage using metal bars and crowbars, transferring 120 bags of money, weighing over 2.5 tons, to their waiting vehicles. Despite a massive police investigation leading to the capture of most gang members, the mastermind behind the operation vanished, leaving behind a legacy that continues to intrigue and baffle people to this day. The stolen money, largely untraceable due to being in small denominations, meant that much of it never returned, fueling endless speculation about its final destination. Number 2. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist with even more intricate details. On the night of March 18, 1990, two men dressed in police uniforms buzzed the side entrance of the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, a jewel in the crown of Boston's cultural heritage. They convinced the guards they were investigating a disturbance, and upon entry, quickly revealed their true intentions. They bound and gagged the guards, leaving them in the basement, and proceeded to commit the largest value theft of private property in history. Among the 13 stolen pieces were Vermeer's The Concert, one of only 34 known works by the artist, and Rembrandt's The Storm on the Sea of Galilee, his only seascape. The thieves moved with a sense of where the most valuable pieces were, yet their method of removing the artwork, cutting some paintings out of their frames, suggested a lack of sophistication. Despite a $10 million reward and the efforts of federal and international investigators, the art remains lost, with theories about the identity and motive of the thieves ranging from organized crime to international art thieves. Number 3. The Antwerp Diamond Heist delves deeper. The Antwerp Diamond District, a fortress-like square mile that is the world capital of diamond trading, witnessed one of the most brilliant criminal masterminds at work over the weekend of February 15, 2003. Leonardo Notarbartolo led a team known as the School of Turin in a heist that bypassed layers of security, including magnetic fields, Doppler radar, infrared detectors, and a lock with 100 million possible combinations. They reached the vault located 2 floors underground, guarded by steel-reinforced concrete walls. Inside, they emptied 123 of the 160 safe deposit boxes, taking items valued at over $100 million. Notarbartolo, caught from evidence left in a discarded sandwich, claimed it was an inside job meant to claim insurance money. His claims added layers of intrigue to the case, suggesting a conspiracy rooted deep within the diamond industry itself. Number 4. The Banco Central burglary in Brazil with comprehensive details. In the weekend heist of August 2005, a gang of robbers performed what has been described as one of the most audacious bank burglaries in history. They rented a commercial property in the city of Fortaleza and spent 3 months digging a tunnel equipped with lighting and air conditioning, leading directly to the Banco Central's vault. This tunnel, over 78 meters long, was dug under the busy city streets, avoiding underground sensors and alarms. The robbers removed about 3.5 tons of 50 real notes, a haul valued at roughly $70 million. The sheer scale of the operation, the time it took to plan and execute, and the fact that much of the stolen money was never recovered, speak to the audacity and cunning of the robbers. The investigation revealed a complex network involved in the heist, but the brains behind the operation remain a mystery, sparking debates and theories about their identities and whereabouts. Number 5. The Hatton Garden Safe Deposit burglary with additional layers. Over the Easter weekend in April 2015, a gang of elderly robbers, dubbed the Bad Grandpas by the media, carried out what would become the largest burglary in English legal history. They used a diamond-tipped industrial drill to bore through the 50 cm thick concrete wall of the Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Company. Once inside, they disabled the security systems and spent the weekend breaking into the deposit boxes, using high-tech tools that contradicted their advanced ages. They stole valuables worth up to £200 million, although official figures estimate the haul at about £14 million. The gang was experienced, with members previously involved in notorious heists, but they were ultimately betrayed by their own mistakes, including leaving behind DNA evidence and being caught on CCTV. The recovery of the stolen goods has been minimal, and the event has sparked numerous films and documentaries, fascinated by the audacity of the robbers and the dramatic police chase that followed. Number 6. The Northern Bank robbery adds depth and detail. In December 2004, a meticulously planned robbery took over the headlines in Belfast, Northern Ireland. A gang of armed robbers took advantage of the busy holiday season to execute a heist straight out of a Hollywood movie. Posing as police officers, they kidnapped 2 bank officials' families, holding them hostage to ensure compliance. Under the threat of harm, these officials were forced to go to the bank and remove £26.5 million in cash, as well as millions in other currencies, making it one of the largest bank robberies in UK history. The robbers' knowledge of bank procedures and their ability to manipulate the situation to their advantage led to suspicions of inside help or connections to paramilitary groups, though these links remain speculative. The majority of the stolen money was never recovered, and the case remains a dark cloud over the peace process in Northern Ireland, symbolising the intersection of crime and politics. Number 7. The DB Cooper skyjacking with more insight. The DB Cooper hijacking remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation and criminal history. On November 24, 1971, a man who identified himself as Dan Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. Mid-flight, he handed a note to a flight attendant claiming he had a bomb and demanding $200,000, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck standing by in Seattle to refuel the plane for a getaway. After releasing the passengers in Seattle and collecting his ransom, Cooper demanded the plane head to Mexico City. Somewhere over the dense forests of Washington state, he parachuted into the night, vanishing with the ransom money. Despite an extensive manhunt and a massive FBI investigation, Cooper's identity and fate remain unknown. The case was officially closed in 2016, leaving behind a legacy of speculation, conspiracy theories, and a folk hero status for the mysterious skyjacker who outwitted law enforcement and disappeared without a trace. Number 8. The Pink Panthers jewelry heists explored further. The Pink Panthers, a moniker inspired by the famous comedy film, refer to an international network of jewel thieves from the former Yugoslavia, known for their daring raids and slick getaways. They have targeted high-end jewelry stores in at least 35 countries, often using elaborate disguises and meticulously planned escape routes. Their heists are characterized by precision timing, minimal violence, and a flair for the dramatic, such as using speedboats and luxury cars for their escapes. The gang is believed to consist of several hundred members, with each cell operating independently, making their capture challenging for international law enforcement agencies. The Pink Panthers' most famous heists include the robbery of a Dubai mall in 2007, where they stole items worth over $3 million in less than a minute, and the 2013 heist in Cannes, where they made off with $136 million in jewels. Their ability to evade capture and the scale of their operations have cemented their reputation as some of the most successful and elusive thieves in history. Number 9. The Stockholm Cash Depot robbery unveiled with greater detail. The helicopter heist of the Vasburger Cash Depot in Stockholm, Sweden, on September 23, 2009, stands out for its audacity and movie-like execution. In the early hours, a stolen Bell 206 Jet Ranger helicopter landed on the roof of the G4S Cash Service Depot. The robbers used explosives to gain entry and sledgehammers to break down barriers, grabbing millions of Swedish krona. Their escape was as dramatic as their entrance, flying off into the dawn, leaving the police powerless as their own helicopters were sabotaged, grounded by carefully placed decoy bombs. The heist demonstrated not only the robbers' boldness but also their meticulous planning, from the selection of the helicopter to the disabling of police aviation. The subsequent investigation led to several arrests, but much of the stolen money remains unaccounted for, and the mastermind behind the robbery is still a matter of speculation, adding another layer to Sweden's criminal law. Number 10. The cyber heist of the Bangladesh Bank. In a modern twist to our tale of unsolved mysteries, let's delve into a robbery that didn't require masks or tunnels, but rather, the stealth and cunning of digital ninjas. In 2016, a group of cyber thieves embarked on an audacious mission to digitally infiltrate the Bangladesh Bank systems. These weren't ordinary burglars, they were hackers, armed with computers instead of crowbars, navigating through the digital web of international banking with the precision of a surgeon. Their plan was bold and breathtakingly simple, to send fraudulent requests for transfers amounting to nearly $1 billion from the Bangladesh Bank's account at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York to various accounts across the globe. Imagine trying to take a giant digital cookie from the world's biggest cookie jar, without anyone noticing. They managed to make several transactions, successfully spiriting away $81 million to accounts in the Philippines and Sri Lanka before a typo in a transfer request raised suspicions and brought their grand plan to light. This digital heist wasn't just about the money, it was about exploiting the vulnerabilities in the global financial system, revealing how a few lines of code could potentially shift mountains of cash. The cyber thieves vanished into the digital ether, with only a fraction of the stolen funds recovered. The true identities of these modern-day digital pirates remain shrouded in mystery, their methods a warning to the world about the new frontiers of crime in the digital age. This heist didn't just baffle investigators, it sent shockwaves through international banking, prompting a re-evaluation of security measures and the realization that, in the digital world, a thief can be anyone, anywhere, hiding behind the anonymity of a computer screen. The Bangladesh bank heist remains one of the most sophisticated and puzzling robberies, a stark reminder of the evolving landscape of crime in the 21st century. Wow, what a journey we've been on today, exploring some of the most daring and perplexing heists the world has ever seen. From vanishing into the night sky to tunneling into vaults of gold, these masterminds have certainly left their mark in the annals of crime. It's fascinating to see how these puzzles remain unsolved, sparking our imaginations and inviting us to wonder about the endless possibilities. If you enjoyed unraveling these mysteries with us, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your fellow mystery enthusiasts. Your support helps us bring more intriguing stories to life. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. We've got plenty more content where this came from, and we can't wait to share it with you. Until next time, keep questioning, keep wondering, and who knows? Maybe you'll solve the next big mystery. Thank you for watching.